Well, hello and welcome. I'm Peasant, and today I'm going to be taking on England 4 with my first recorded 2-spirit run, which is going to be Ocean and Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares. So England 4, I should be able to handle it, but we'll see how it goes. I've mostly been playing single spirit of late, so we'll see there. So my first decision, of course, is where to place Ocean's first land presence, and I'm going to put it in with this town because that's very drownable. So okay, we have the mountains. The mountains. Well, the mountain builds have coincided with the starting cities, which is unfortunate. It means that after the build, my wonderful grasping tide defend 4 is not going to cut the mustard, which is unfortunate. We like our mustard to be cut. Actually, it will. Once I gather in an explorer, okay, it's not so bad. And it has been a while since I've juggled 2 spirits, so we'll see how that goes. I'm definitely a plays track boy. There's no, it's very rare that I am ever tempted by the other tracks, no matter how alluring they may seem. And we've got the couple of plays, so... Yes, I think Call the Deeps is a good turn 1, and I think Tidal Boon is generally a pretty good turn 1. So I'm going to be pushing a town in the slow phase from somewhere that belongs to Bringer, or BoDaN, as his bros call him. So I might... Yeah, I'll delay this decision. So actually, let's just delay looking at the Ocean's cards. When I play this in the physical form, I do tend to play in a very segmented kind of way. So as BoDaN, I typically like to go for a really big early call on Midnight's Dream, and we've got nice spots here potentially to do it, where we can gather in, say, 4 Dahan and get a good boost. So what the hell am I blathering about? So here, if you forget this power, you gain energy equal to the number of Dahan that you're in with. So and also the ability to play it straight away. So there I was saying about being a bottom track boy, but actually this BoDaN, he needs to be top track. I think if you're playing at any difficulty level beyond, the very, very easiest. So we're going to be doing this as well, get a bit of energy in case we do draw a big powerful power card. But we also want to be thinking about potentially pushing with Tidal Boon, though maybe we wait a turn. See, for example, we've got mad range on this. 4 range. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't quite get over here. Oh, I can, apparently. Oh, what? Can I go through the sea? I know. Maybe I just can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, possibly I can't count. That's a very real possibility. I did get up especially early to try and record some... Well, it seems to want to let me go anywhere. Maybe I've just been playing that wrong my entire life, which is entirely possible. So if I go here, I could push out of this area into this ravage. That's not good. That's not a good thing. Or here's better. I could just push into the sea. Yeah, let's just go with that. Let's not try and overcomplicate our lives. So with the boon, I'm going to push into the sea. Ocean's going to eat and be very grateful for it. And a lot of people seem to like going turn 1 Predatory Nightmares with BoDaN. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those people. So I think I won't do that. I mean, I could push into the ocean, I suppose. I mean, that's got some value, maybe. Except I'm not even going to be able to use it. See, I mean, I could use it to push. I could use it here after the town build to push the built town. Then we'd have to worry about that next turn. But I like to get in really early with my dreams, but that is actually pretty good. Obviously, Ocean's not got a lot to say about this. Okay, fine. Be like that. So I think I'm gonna gather some Dahan. And so, yes, I think that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I think so. We'll see. My scatterbrain tendencies might be slightly exaggerated by trying to juggle two. But the plus side is that the game is just easier with multiple spirits. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I'm just gonna ignore any words that you might contribute to this. Let's get these Dahan out of the Ocean's way. Ocean will eat them because he's a cool guy. And let's look at a fear card. What do we got? Okay, that's actually a pretty useful fear card because that prevents an inland build, which obviously has this particular set of spirits. That's pretty worthwhile. So there is actually, and it might have actually been better to bring some Dahan in. See, here you go. All my solo experience is now counting against me. Let's just drag that guy in. Get fear going. Okay, so we have mountain builds. And prevented a single build. That feels bad. Feels terrible. Okay, we have tidal boon. So I can push a Dahan somewhere. We could push a Dahan so it comes in here, so it will benefit from our defend on the Ravage. This land is just too much. It's just too much. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, can I pull multiples? Oh wow, that's pretty cool. And then we'll move them to here. Could actually put them in multiple lands, but that's fine. And then we'll Predatory Nightmares here, just to save ourselves this bit of trouble. This looks a bit ugly, but it's going to be fine. So don't you worry. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. I'm going to leave that there to retaliate. And then we have Ocean. We get to drown a town somewhere. See, it's lucky I put this presence in here. That's the only town. I say there's towns everywhere. But I didn't obviously know. I didn't know about this. Didn't know what was going on. Okay, Ocean's looking a bit poor. Bit poor. And we're back to the growth phase. Crikey, 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 and I've not done this. It feels weird. I almost always do this turn one. So we have this Ravage is fine. This Ravage, I think that's a let go. We'll let Ocean eat them later. This we're defending. This yeah, let's see. Actually, that's pretty defendable with Dread Apparitions. We've got loads of energy thanks to Boon, so we could get over there. We could use this, say, to get all the way over here, and then use Dread Apparitions in there in tandem with our Night Terrors. So we just need... Yes, I think that's good. And then we can do this as well. Oh, except I just realised that cluster of 4 Dahan that I made there. I just stuck 2 of them over here. Never mind. It's going to be fine. So... Competence is optional. Let's go over here. Let's do that plan. Because it's a plan that I can understand. So yeah, we're going to... I often find when I play multi-spirit that I have like surplus power. If that makes any sense. Probably doesn't make any sense. Okay, we're grasping tiding in here. And we've got this to do as well. This is actually a perfect bit of eating. We're going to eat that Dahan, but that's fine. That's acceptable. Collateral damage. That's what it is. So we could just add more presence here, or we could push. I mean, obviously adding 2 presents with only 2 cards in hand is mildly pointless, so I think this is a push turn. This is a push turn. So where do we want to push? What board do we want to be thinking about? I think we want to push... So we're pushing into the coast. We don't really want to push into a Ravage or into a build particularly, because I don't think we can deal with this city. Though next turn we're going to reclaim, so we would have our defend if we eat in there. Okay, maybe we push into here. Yeah, okay. Just if we push up here or here, they're basically the same. It's the same situation that we're dealing with. Except we've already committed to this space here. So actually, I think I'm gonna push this one into here because we have to push one from the ocean and then push not into the wetland here. I think I'm gonna push. I think I'm gonna push into the desert, which is coincidentally the color of chicken. So that might seem like an odd move, but I'm sure it makes a lot of sense. I say that I'm not convinced. Yeah, let's put this in here. Then we've got a town to eat potentially. You often have the position as Ocean of just running out of stuff to eat on the coast, and that's even at high difficulty levels. Okay, we definitely want Gift of Power here. I think though BoDaN is so much stronger in multi-spirit because obviously you get to give elements to both, and we have a lot of shared element interests: moon, air, water. Moon, air. So ooh, that's actually a tough choice. Gift of Power, obviously, they're good elements for me as well. We like moons, water, and mountains. We really like moons, and we've got a lot of coastal cities to eat. And it's cheap, and we're not drowning a lot right now. In fact, we're not going to be able to use this turn. I think I'm going to go with Gift of Power then. Just because we can't, largely because we can't afford to use the power that we wanted there. Alright, so we have Grasping Tide here. And then we have Dread Apparitions over here. So that's one defend. But now if we Night Terrors in there, that's going to be extra defend. And, oh, we can see more fear cards. So that's marvellous. Defend 2 and all lands with discs. Well, that is interesting. And now it's going to be time to call the Midnight Stream. So we'll see what I draw. I might just not do this now. Depends. It just depends. So, am I in any jungles? For jungle hungers. I often say this as hunters, and I apologise for that. Sincerely. Entwine Power, huh? Obviously that gets around some of Ocean's targeting issues and means we'll be swimming in power cards. Which could be nice. Trying to cut down on my ums as well. Jungle Hungers might be a good one to keep and hang on to for next turn. Obviously, as BoDaN, or Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares, I won't be actually destroying anything. This is the thing to bear in mind. But I could be using it to generate interesting amounts of fear. 4 damage and remove a blight. See, I mean, that is a lot of fear if I hit a city or I push a couple of towns into the water. So, I mean, for example, if I hit here... Oh, though, actually, I need wetlands presence to do that, and I don't have that. Okay. Okay. Wrap Wings is intriguing. We do actually have some mobile people that we can move. This has these are defended. This is not going to be enough for in there, and it's not going to matter in there. But I could think about moving some preemptively. I think I'm almost certainly not going to be using it this immediately. So we need to think about what we want for the kind of longish game. So maybe thinking about one of the cheaper ones is good. Obviously, Moon is better with our innate. The trouble we have as BoDaN is that we don't really ever get max three plays, so you can't really. It's nice to be respecting your initial icons or elements that you like. I mean, maybe Entwine Power. That's not actually doing any damage, but it would mean I can give nice minors. Tricky. Jungle Hungers is going to be good potentially. All I need to do is place a presence and reap the rewards. Like, for example, a presence in here, and I could be pushing loads of people into the sea. I think I'm going to go with Jungle Hungers, partly just so I can practice saying it correctly. But I'm not going to forget I'm not going to forget Call of Midnight Stream. I can't even play it straight away, so I'm going to forget Predatory Nightmares. So we can remove Explorer from inland land. So obviously wetland is the priority. This is a... Oh, we're against England, so it won't prevent anything. It won't prevent Jack Diddley, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Okay, so 4 damage. Let's kill the city. Though we might want to hang on to it for drowning, but I think it is better to, yeah, get the fear going, and against England you've got to worry about them building their capital city, their 7 buildings in one land thing that they'd like to do. Gives them a lot of joy. Okay, now we've got some. These are some cards. So, Call of the Han Ways is a card. They're all cards. They're all cards. Water is good. Mountains are good. Wow, have I actually... Oh, can I drown a city this turn? Wow, that's... Ocean is waking up. Watch out. Watch out, everybody. And what have we got? We've got jungle builds. Yeah, the ocean is waking. Reaching Grasp is actually kind of good, but it's something in solo that I'd be very tempted to take. But in with BoDaN helping out, do we need all this stuff? Call of the Han is also pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I think I'm going to go with Reaching Grasp. What it'll mean is that any major powers I get are much more useful. I like Dahan Ways, but we don't have a lot of use for Dahan, particularly. Let's go with Grasp. And we can swallow some land dwellers. So there's a Ravage here, we can just make that Ravage not a problem. I think that's the call. So we're going to eat a Dahan here, but they're going to be so damn nutritious. Well, you know, it's just how it is. Okay. It's all that healthy lifestyle. You see, they haven't invented fast food yet. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. So we've got a wetland ravage here to think about. These as well to think about. That's what's known in the industry as a 6 damager. So Ocean can solve a 6 damager just by dragging this explorer into the ocean. Except they're not. Oh, they are still on this board. But the interesting thing is I need presence in that ocean to... I'm going to have presence with the reclaim. So what I'm muttering about here is about Calling of the Deeps. So it says Naught Ranger. So you actually want to be in the ocean to use it to its best ability. But I'm going to have to be in the ocean anyway. So it's okay. It's okay. Don't you worry. So... yeah, we do definitely want to do some stuff this turn. So I was thinking about possibly putting more presence in the ocean. But obviously I've got no cards of use. So yeah, we'll reclaim this turn. So we'll do the bits that we have to do. Anyway, we have to pull in. I suppose it is better to look at the cards that I have first. We've only got 3 energy, not quite powered up yet, so we will look at a miner. And ooh, Entrancing Apparitions is pretty nice. So another way of dragging people into the sea, and that's perfect fear icons for us. Perfect fear icons, but this is a card that I don't really like with anyone else. But with this guy, it's acceptable because the moon, the water even. What's wet? Water. This thing there, the thing here. The thing right here. So. Yeah. Yes. Though we've already got rid of our coastal cities there, and then we've got these coastal cities to eat next. The nice thing is that we can actually eat coastal cities with Reaching Grasp now. That's something to think about. So I think I am going to prioritize this. I think. Yeah, I think so. Though the defense is good. It is good. But I think the trouble is we can only drown on the coast. So even if we do increase our range, it has to be in a coastal land. Let's go with pull beneath. I think that's okay. I think that's acceptable. And then we've also got to gather into each ocean and gain some energy. Okay, so I'm going to keep... Oh yeah, well I would generally prefer to keep a sacred site, but I don't think it actually matters with the cards in hand. So I'm going to gather from here so that we've got the eating potential in here. The gastronomic potential. And we also want to be thinking about... So there's lots of ravaging over here. It's awful. We want to also, with BoDaN, get a presence in a jungle. That's going to be pretty good. This is a nice jungle for us to be in. Actually, the jungles are not ideally placed for hungers here. They're kind of... Oh, maybe they are. Maybe they're okay. Maybe they're acceptable. So I like reclaim 1 and add a presence. That's a secret sauce for me with the spirit. The trouble is though, it's a range 0 presence placement, so we won't be able to place in a jungle doing that. We could do this, gain a power card. We've got loads of energy, and place a presence in a jungle, and then we could use hungers to administer slaps to this area here. Maybe if we gain a power card with a moon, we'd actually be able to destroy a city, or Dahan destroy a city, so gain lots of fear. I like that idea, so I'm going to go with it. I'm going to keep this tempo up, blazing. So we'll put that in there, and we're gaining a... What do we actually have that we can forget? We can forget Dreams of the Dahan, though. This 3 fear option is pretty nice. Dread Apparitions is questionable thing to be using. So yeah, I'm going to go with a major, especially if I've got all this energy. So, land thrashes. This is a peasant favourite. See, I very deliberately let the island blight a little bit so that I can get extra damage. That's the truth. I'm sticking to it. I could actually play land thrashes this turn, because I have 7 energy, and it would even mean... Oh no, I don't have the greenery. The greenery. There's no greenery here. Okay, let's have another look at our things. So Power Storm is pretty interesting. I like going with something that's got moons on, though. Vengeance of the Dead is actually... It's a card of debatable value. But the thing I like about it is that it's fast fades fear. I know it's cost 3 for that, but that's still pretty valuable. But I think this is going to be what I go with. It's also got nice range, and I should be able to make a lot of fear happen with this. Typically, cities are going to be in with blighted lands. I mean, but Power Storm means I could just be administering all the damage ever with this lad here, because I will soon be switching to mages once I get a little bit more energy in the bank. And with this, I could actually use it to just play Jungle Hungers twice. Do I have good targets? I've got pretty good targets. I don't have many moons though, so I wouldn't be destroying those cities. So I think actually, yeah, I'm going to go with the moons. I just don't think this is going to do anything, unfortunately. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure how this actually interacts with BoDaN. And I'm not sure I feel like finding out right now. Let's just see if do I actually have any good damage spots here. I mean, I can make 5 fear. It doesn't actually feel that good, but maybe I don't play it straight away. Or maybe Power Storm and I just play Hungers twice to generate 8 fear, which is not to be sniffed at. So by destroying cities, towns multiple times, because each town will generate me 2 fear when it's... except I can't destroy it multiple times unless I juggle them. But I could juggle them from here to here and then push them into the ocean. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds fun. Fun! And we will... let's get rid of Dread Apparitions. So we'll do this. Because we will be able to Yeah, we're not likely to ever be able to get the threshold on hungers because it needs greenery. We're not really very green. We're more into making people soil their trousers than growing plants in the results. Okay, so we can deal with this ravage here by calling of the deeps and by grasping tiding, and that actually doesn't feel super great because maybe we just let this land go for the sake of progress. Maybe we do. We've got this ravage as well. That's we don't really care about that. That's fine. We've still got a healthy island. Disgusting. Only 3 plays. Yeah, we really need to push down this track. So I think I need to think about next turn. So next turn we can add 2 presents to the ocean, get to 5 plays. So we probably want to play Gift of Power this turn just to make sure that I'm advancing. And maybe playing 2 cards to prevent a single blight going down is a waste. It will mean we gain a couple of fear. 3 fear on the fight back, except this town will be dead. It'll be dead. It might be better to go with a town where we drown the city that's built in here and let this go. That's possible. That is possible. So Gift of Power is great for us because of the drowning thing, partly. So we just need a blue on this last one. We don't actually need the... So we can play... We have any choice here. The trouble with this particular idea is that we're going to actually have 3 blight going down, which will mean a blighted island. And I think if we can avoid that, that probably is worthwhile. So I'm just going to backtrack. Bobby backtrack in action. So I will go with my initial idea. Oh no, not swallow. We need grasping tide. But this should set me up hopefully for next turn to be able to use all these useless cards. Oh god, this is actually a really motley collection of cards. As in really motley. As in, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these as of any use whatsoever. Okay, so it will be a jungle build and then ravage. Well, maybe BoDaN could be useful next turn. Let's or maybe we don't try and be too greedy and we skip the reclaim. We could get a really useful Gift of Power. That's a fact that we might get that. Defend 2 in all lands with towns. Well, okay. As long as we don't get fear in the fast phase, we're about to get fear in the fast phase. So actually, maybe we deliberately don't get fear in the fast phase, so we can use that fear card, and then BoDaN can defend by placing a presence somewhere. That seems weak. That seems weak, especially as we're going to gain. Yeah, whatever we do, we're going to gain fear. Whatever we do. Okay, well I think it's just a bit of an ugly turn. I think that's just what it is. Okay, so power storming on our south. I'm going to Night Terrors somewhere. Spirits may yet dream. Okay, and I could keep on power storming, but I'm not going to. So we're going to call of the deeps in here. We're going to bring this guy in and this guy. And then we can grasping tide in here. And we can pound some ships to splinters. Marvelous. And it's offering me power storm because I could in theory just power storm my power storm, I guess. That's not what I'm going to do though. So we'll take the definite kill something option. And coastal lands. Look at all these cities. It's kind of worrying. Worrying amounts of cities. So we have. Oh, idiot! I shouldn't have. Actually, it doesn't. It does matter a little bit. Okay, so we've now got the double jungle hungers, and we have gift of power. And we have a drowned town situation. So let's gift of power first. I realise I could give it to BoDaN, but BoDaN isn't that interested. And we really need something useful for next turn. Okay, this is something useful for next turn. That's a defend 3 in a jungle. And if we use our range upper, then we can get there. Yes, so I think that's a good one to go with. I think so, and it's nice and fiery, and the mountain's good too. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. And we have... So yeah, we've got jungle hungering to do. And because I destroy this town here, I can't hit it twice with jungle hungers. So we're going to jungle hungers once in here, and then probably in here as well. Except that I've got a drown to do, and this is currently the only viable drowning land. So what I could do is I could jungle hungers in here, and then push this town into here, and then drown it. Okay, so jungle hungers in there. Push these guys into the sea. Get in the sea. Get in the sea. Get in the sea. And then we can do it again. Which is pretty wild. So the reason that I'm doing it like this is so that I can maximize the amount of fear I'm generating. So I'm going to push these guys in the sea. And I'm going to push this guy into here. And so yeah, one thing that's easy to misunderstand is... Oh! That's weird. I just drowned there and he didn't drown. What's going on? That's not what's meant to happen. Yeah, that might be a bug. Okay. Note to self. Report bug. Okay. So, what do we have here? We've got some builds. We're going to build a nice city for me to eat. And we have a ravage up here, a ravage here, a ravage here, and a ravage here. Lots of ravages. We somehow have a healthy island. That's not going to last. And we have 0 cards in hand with the plucky BoDaN. So I think this is a reclaim situation. I'm going to have 7 energy too, so... Yeah, not really sure what we're going to want to use there. Okay, and then with Ocean, we want to be pushing down these tracks. So we have a defend card that can help over here. So yeah, we're going to go with the plan of just getting our stuff out, because the more we just become more and more powerful the more stuff we've got. So we're going to put one up here. So we've got a sacred site up here, and I think I'm going to put another one up here. Obviously, having gift of power really enables me to just go plays without a care in the world, and also having all the energy in the universe is pretty good too. So we're now thinking about what to gain with BoDaN here, and I want to call on Midnight's Dream this turn, I think. So we could even go with these this turn. Do we have any good jungle hungering to do? Not especially. We're going to have a coastal build. I mean, this is actually a bit of a mess. A bit of a mess. But I think this is going to be a major, and we can forget Dreams of Dahan or something. So we will go with a major. Okay then, Tsunami. Lovely stuff. It's a lot of damage. This obviously has ideal icons, and the push with Ocean kicking around means a push into the ocean, which is what everyone wants to see. And the nice thing with us and moon powers is that when we get to 3 moons, we can actually use our Spirits May Yet Dream to get the 4th moon. So it's actually very easy to get up to 4 with BoDaN in particular. And it's a 6 fear and push effect. So let's see, what immediate impact can we have with that? Well, we can basically prevent a ravage. So, for example, this one here that's problematic, we could push them somewhere. That feels pretty good. I mean, these other icons, the other options are good for generating a lot of damage, but the thing is with this is that we have, because I mean, this land here is actually what I think of as a fear farm. 2 cities next to each other. If I destroy those, it's basically 10 fear, which is pretty incredible. To do that, we need at least 6 damage. So that would be the tsunami. It's obviously expensive, but it in itself generates 2 fear, and it doesn't destroy Dahan because we are BoDaN, you see. So I think that's probably a good choice. I don't actually like tsunami with ocean particularly, because when you're soloing with ocean, because your coasts are covered. But I think this is actually really good, especially as we have this situation here where we have 2 cities sitting there, and we can afford to play it this turn. So I think I am going to go with tsunami, like a champion, and we'll get rid of Dreams of the Dahan, maybe even Power Storm. No, Dreams, and we're going to go with Call on Midnight's Dreams as well. Alright, so I think we've done the growth phase, and we are now thinking about this stuff. So we're going to increase our range. We're going to Dark and Tangled in here. I just realised that I've just decided to let this go, and it does already have Blight on it. Pushing is probably the saner option than doing this. Can I... Oh yeah, I'll just defend here. These Dahan can take their own chances. Okay, that's fine. So we actually have 5 plays, so we will just play everything, I suppose. None of these cards are so useful that we actually want to hang on to them till next turn. They're a bit of a rancid collection, but they will give us lots of city drowning potential. It's a shame that our only presence that's actually in with a city is likely to get murdered. So maybe I should defend in there and just let this go. And actually maybe Power Storm is better. I could Power Storm and do this multiple times rather than Tsunami. And the more I think about it, the more I think Tsunami is just a straight up mistake. But I'm going with it. We do of course have a Call on Midnight's Dreams kind of effect. God, yeah, I think Tsunami is just a mistake. But I'm not going to undo now. No way. Yeah, I think actually that was just a mistake. So we'll do this though. We'll go with Power Storming the Call of Midnight's Dream, I think. No, that's just even worse. Oh my god, you're going from one bad decision to another. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this slightly. This is an odd turn, my lord. Okay, so we can gain an element we already have. We'll do that after we've done Call on Midnight's Dream. So the land we have with most Dahan is that one. So we're going to gain a major power. What do we get? Ooh, Vigor of the Breaking Dawn. Obviously, remember, it's BoDaN, so it doesn't do real damage. This actually still works, because we're replacing instead of destroying. But these are odd icons for us. Vigor might be good, though, somewhere. Two range in a hut. That would solve this problem and generate some nice fear. Where else do we have these problems? Yeah, I like going with Vigor of the Breaking Dawn. Yeah, especially as it helps us right now. So we'll get that. So we do get to play it this turn. So we've got some Night Terrors to do. We've got Vigor of the Breaking Dawn to do. So it doesn't destroy anything. So we're going to push these guys. We're not going to push them into the build, I don't think. We've got to remember we are against England And you've got to worry about England's victory condition of 7 buildings in one place, so you can't just blithely ignore what they're doing, unfortunately. And yeah, this is horrible because I kind of want to defend both of these lands. It's the truth, and I can't. Damn it, I can't. So I've either got the option of preventing a blight from exploding, and if it explodes, is it a big deal? I mean, not especially, I don't think. Or we've got saving our own thing here, which prevents, I think we do this. Because the other thing is that we've got all these nice abilities that mean we're going to be eating things on the coast. And if we let this presence die, then we won't be able to do so much of that. Okay, invaders take 1 damage per hut in 2 different lands. That's quite a lot of damage. So where are our huts at? Unfortunately, this won't prevent the build because we're flipping England. Okay, we'll do some damage in here. Oh yeah, what's the other card? We don't know what the other card is. Lax. So kill that guy. And what other options we got? We can kill a town anywhere else? No. So let's just remove this explorer. Each player removes a town or an explorer from a coastal land. Well. So I'm going to be drowning this city, drowning this town, this explorer. So I want to be moving from the ones where I don't have ocean presence, which is basically this one and this one. Lots of jungle hungerable business going on. And we have ravages. It's giving us the order because there's so many ravages that we've just done nothing about. Blighted Island. Okay, we got the better Blighted Island effect. And we have an overflow, so let's overflow into... Oh, damn it. We just lost our presence for targeting jungle hungers. Oh, it's a calamitous day. Who knows, this might end up just being a practice run. And the English are now just going wild with all their building. So they have built... They've got a couple of places that they want to be capitals. So they've got... Obviously, we'll put it on the coast. Well, crikey, look at all this. Look at all this flipping nonsense. We can drown a couple of cities here, though. That's a lot of building. And we can tidal boon. Yeah, it's that lovely midpoint in this game where everything just looks terrible. It just looks terrible. So, just a tidal boon. So you can push a town and 2 to Harn from my lands. Do I even have any lands? Yes. Let's push this town into the sea, get in the sea. And then there's a coastal ravage next turn. We just don't have any big defense powers. But they will work in here because we're about to eat a couple of cities in there. Though actually bad ordering, let's undo that. Let's think about swallowing land dwellers first. So we can... Oh, this is a bit nasty as well. We've got the build ravage. So that means that there's going to be a build and then a ravage in here. So maybe I should think about clearing this land. We just haven't drawn big defense cards. Or unless I've forgotten about it. No. So we can swallow... I think we do eat both cities here. Just go for the greedy play. And then if we swallow land dwellers in here as well. Oh, we've got pool beneath the hungry earth too. Well, we just cleared that land. Okay, and then we can tidal boon. Yeah, and then we can do this, push this town into there, and these guys can go somewhere else. Where do they want to go? It's a shame about this jungle hungers not having any targeting anymore. Damn it. That was an oversight. Okay, let's put them in the sea and then put them somewhere else. So I think we're gonna try and defend in here. So it's gonna actually be, might have to use 2 defense cards to defend in here, but it'll be worth it. Right, so this is a messy island. So we have coastal ravage. We've got quite a lot of things. We've got problems. We have multiple problems. Yeah, we do, of course, have quite a big blight pool. You know, so it's fine. I'm sure it's just fine. Okay, we're definitely reclaiming with ocean here. Because we've got loads of energy, we've got 5 plays. We've got everything that an ocean could want. So, let's go for a major. Let's see, it's, wow, we can only, we've got high odds of just getting something from here. So, Blazing Renewal, we actually can't use that on our presence because we are restricted to the coast and the sea, so that's not ideal. Obviously, we could use it on BoDaN, and BoDaN would do damage. So, yes, we could actually use this to give BoDaN the ability to target. We could put BoDaN in a jungle, basically. And because it's my power rather than BoDaN's, I should still be doing actual damage. And I'm pretty sure BoDaN's does have a missing. He has lost a little bit of presence. And this is nice. It solves the problem that the Blighted Island card is posing of removing our presence. Paralyzing Fright is really nice as well, especially against England. We do have good range now that we have this Reaching Grasp card. We've got loads of energy, so we're not too worried about the cost. This also has mountains on, which are good for us for powering up our Ocean Breaks the Shore ability. We don't have much likelihood of triggering the fire and green components of this card, especially as I spurned Boon of Elements, whatever it's called. I think this is going to be the thing, though. Possibly. Though that's 8 fear. That's a fear card just for showing up, as long as we trigger the bonus, and that's pretty easy for us. We've got a fair amount of mountains and air. So it also deals with this problem where you have the build into the Ravage. Though I think we're only on 4, so... Oh no, it is out the entire game. This is an ongoing problem. So that would mean that, say... Yeah, it does solve... This does solve some problems, and it's a lot of fear. So I think that's probably the thing to go with. I think if I could trigger this bonus effect, that would be one thing. We're unlikely to be able to. I think I'm going to go with this. And I've got to forget something. Everything's gotten so small. So Dark and Tangled's pretty good now that we've got the range up. Gift of Power, still pretty good. Maybe Pull Beneath the Hungry Earth can go now. It's a weird card. A weird card. Okay, so that's... Oh, we've got to gather into each ocean as well. So no gathering going on here. So in this, we want to... So we can either save our presence and not think to drown, or we can... Yeah, we want to keep our presence in there so we can do some drowning. So the other thing we have is we do have a Power Storm, so we can potentially double up on this ability and gain 2 fear cards, which is pretty ridiculous. I know that England has a lot of fear cards, but we have this. This is a problem area. We don't want this to ravage or to build. This too is an issue. So I think, yeah, we're going to be doing kind of rangy stuff, paralyzing frighty stuff over here. So what am I going to do with BoDaN? The old bringer of dreams and nightmares. I think we like tsunamiing if we can. Can we get the elements that we want? Not really. It's in our discard pile. Jungle Hungers. So yeah, it's a shame that our coolest card is now unplayable because we can't target it. So it would be good to remedy that. And if we go with this option, we can gain the energy to play both Power Storm and Tsunami, because we'd have the extra 2 energy there. And if we place this in a jungle, then maybe we can actually do some jungle hungering. Like maybe this jungle here, it's kind of safe, it's out of the way. I say safe. It's not that safe. I mean, at least this jungle is kind of, we can get some support from ocean. If I place in here, then I can jungle hungers in this area, which is a problem, in this area, which is also a problem. And what's our other card? Vigor. Vigor. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the slightly greedy play. So we will place in... I think I'm going to go with the safe place here, having already lost a useful targeting presence. And we're going to go with this nonsense here. Farming fear here, and then power storming to farm fear over here as well. Okay, so we're paralyzing Fright to deal with this ravage and some other stuff as well. So we have, and so in order to, oh yeah, that's not actually a ravage. We can basically prevent 2 ravages, and maybe we don't even need Reaching Grasp then. But we definitely want to trigger this extra business here. So to do that, we need 2 more mountains and an air. So either of these is pretty good, Call of the Deeps or Grasp. Just put Call of the Deeps in for now. And then we need 2 more mountains. Tempted by Gift of Power, because I feel like we're missing bits from our toolkit. Good defend cards. And we have the 5 actions, so I think Tidal Boon's good to help BoDaN. I mean, Tsunami is very expensive. And we have, I guess we've not, there's this Ravage as well. This is a, so we probably should actually at least defend in here. So we could say defend, we could Paralyzing Fright, Grasping Tide. What's our drowning situation? We've got a great drowning going on. We could even potentially drown these two cities. Oh, except we're not in there. But we do have... Oh yeah, so this is why we want to be using Reaching Grasp. Because that +2 range means that our drowning becomes kind of horrible. Because we can just drown wherever. We don't need to be in there. So, we are defending here with Grasping Tide. We are going to... Paralyzing Fright in here and here. So just check. Yeah, we do have the threshold. Paralyzing Tide in here and in here. So yeah, this is going to go. Yeah, I think this is good. It's good enough. So we've got some Night Terrors. We've got some Power Storming on... I'm going to Power Storm on our friend over here. And we're going to Reaching Grasp on our friend here. And we're going to Grasping Tide in here. And we are Paralyzing Frying in here for a fear card, which is nuts. And the other place we're going to Paralyzing Fright is... I don't know which one matters. I guess there is the problem of the England building their city, their big city, so maybe if I Paralyzing Fright in here, that will prevent that build. Feel a bit sad about these Dahan here, though. This is slightly harder for me to defend as well, so I will go with Paralyzing that one there. For another fear card. 4 fear cards. And we can get 3 more fear. Very, very fearsome. Downward Spiral. Always take from the ocean. That's my top tip you didn't ask for. And, ooh, BoDaN has to destroy a presence. Poor old BoDaN. Definitely want to hang on to the Sacred Site. And I guess we get rid of this deserty one. Okay, each player may replace a town with an explorer in a coastal land. So we will. Well, let's just see if the fear cards might just solve that problem. We might get lucky. Oh yeah, and if we do it in here, then this fight back will clear this land, which is obviously good. Each player removes a town or an explorer from a land with a disc. So let's go with this one. Let's remove that town and let's remove an explorer. Invaders do not build in lands where BoDaN invade them. Each player removes a town or explorer from a land with 2 or fewer invaders. Okay then. So yeah, these guys are going to die anyway. Is this our only other option? Oh, there's this option too. Being England, we don't prevent the builds because there are these adjacent buildings here. So I think I'll remove that town. I'll still remove that, I think. It's a shame we weren't at Terror Level 3. I'm pretty sure that card can remove a city at Terror Level 3. This inland city is... And here's something one of the horrible things about England is they've got this whole build before the ravage, so coastal mountains are now problematic. Oh damn it! I've just realised I actually can't get to there because of range issues. I mean, I never could. All right, so we have Gift of Power, we have Tidal Boon. We've got the things going on. So this is the clear and obvious place to tsunami. Just to farm fear. So this is Gift of Power first. I mean, it's unlikely to have any impact on that decision. Okay, Sap is a defend 5 card. We like defend cards. Next turn we have Mountain Ravage. That's unpreventable unless we do this whole cheesy business again. Now, because this gains us so much fear, this is actually okay. This is reclaim looping that's acceptable. Okay, so we could just go all out on fear, or we could go with the defend 5. Is defend 5 even relevant anymore? I suppose it will be useful. But not in any of these ones that are coming. These wetland ones that will be useful though. And where are we with our fear cards? We're nearly at Terror Level 3. We're doing okay for Blight. We've not got any Blight removal. I think I go with Defend here, even though I do love Rain of Blood. I love that Rain of Blood. But yeah, the lack of other defend cards means I am going to go with that one. And then we can Tidal Boon, and we can push a town and 2 huts from somewhere. So there are no relevant places there. So yeah, I'm going to leave that guy where they are. Just take the energy, thanks. And then we can Tsunami in here, I think, just to maximize fear gained. Yeah, I think that's right. And we can make this a slightly less horrible tile to deal with. So we're going to just do this, focus on the cities and the town, because that's where the most fear is. And it is horrifying amounts of fear. So we can get in the sea for another fear. And what's left? Oh yeah, we've got Ocean Break Sword. So now I can drown a couple of cities, and because I've got Reaching Grasp, I don't need to be in there, which is pretty cool. So we will go with these ones here, because those would be a problem. We've now solved a problem land. We have three fear cards sat there. Right. So how are we getting towards... Okay, we just need 3 more cards, which is still quite a lot of fear. It's 24 minus 2 fear, 22 fear. So, but that last combo, that's 16 fear. So playing this card, Power Storm, and this, I think that is what we do. So I think that's good. So what are our ravages here? We've got a ravage, doesn't matter. We've got 2. We're in the clear. I think we replay that combo. So the way we do that, of course, is to reclaim our cards. So with Ocean, having the extra range has solved one of the biggest headaches with the spirit, which is ranging issues. You know, if you have to retreat into the ocean, you then can't do what you want. But actually, it's fine because we don't need to be in with anyone to do the things we want to do. So So yeah, we don't have any other way of getting into our discard pile besides reclaiming, so we're just going to reclaim. So we have no option about dragging that guy in, so I'm going to just do it. And maybe we get a major just to make sure. So 16 fear leaves us 6 short, which we should be able to get just by destroying cities and stuff. But let's get a major anyway. Indomitable claim, that's actually pretty nice. Land thrashes should seal the deal. And we can afford it because we're ocean and we're awesome. The cleansing floods is a bit more thematic. And these oceans count as wetlands, and we have the extra range. So yeah, see, we're just seeing the sheer power of both ocean and having extra range. Let's go with this because it's thematic. Though I need to actually not just mess this up because I'm trying to be thematic here. So we need to 9. We'd only have 2 extra spends to get the other things we need. I think that's fine. Indomitable claim, of course, is awesome, and it's the only way that ocean can place their presence in stupid places on the board. And it would be fast fear. I think that's maybe what we go with. Let's get rid of something irrelevant. Maybe sap the strength of multitudes. If we're going for a fast phase win, can we do it in the fast phase? I think we can do it in the fast phase. I'm going to have faith. Everyone knows that faith is better than reasoning, right? So we've only got 8 energy, but that's actually all we need to get the power storm. And vigor is good too. So I think we're just going to reclaim, and let's just look at a minor. So there's the resilience that's one of the most useful cards. So power storming and vigoring. And here's where elemental boon would be amazing, because we'd potentially be able to power up all sorts of mages. Okay, so what we want is we want paralyzing fright. We want reaching grasp. We want indomitable claim, mainly for the mountain, but also for the fast fear. So we just need mountains now. We have mountain ravages. I mean, we should be able to win in the fast phase, but you've got to see here the coastal land into the ravage. So I think we want dark and tangled, and we should now have all of our thresholds that we need to win. Let's just try and get some more ships pounded to splinters. There's a distressing lack of ship pounding going on. I guess we're just not getting the water going. What else is that's gonna generate fast fear too. So I've not actually done the maths here, but I feel like hopefully this is okay. So we are power storming on our good friend over here. We are just reaching grasping on ourselves, and we are going to be paralyzing fright in problem mountain areas. So that would be these two. This one here and this one here. We're getting very close, and we can indomitable claim somewhere because, you know, why not? All the way over here is ocean because, you know, we never get to do. Oh, actually, it is 1 range away. Oh yeah, so it is actually, we are restricted by our range restrictions, so we can't quite get out there. Poor old ocean. We thought this was their ocean's chance to be an inland boy. Go over there, get a bit moony. And grasping tide in here, and we must have this fast phase fear win, surely. And where are some Dahan hanging out with some bad people? In here, maybe. Okay, well, dark and tangled as well. And pounding ships. Are we 1 fear away? We are 1 fear away. Okay, luckily we've got it here. The danger, of course, of rushing things a little bit. When you know you've got to the end, And it's done. There you go. So that was Ocean and BoDaN. Thanks so much for watching. Likes, subscribes, and suggestions for more two-spirit combos would be much appreciated. Oh, I think we've got to do a little bit of tidying up. We'll just push this guy into the ocean. So yeah, thanks so much for being here, and catch you next time. I'm trying to release new Spirit Island content on Monday mornings, and then if I have enough in the pipeline, maybe extras a little later in the week. So thanks so much for being here, and I will catch you next time.